Okay, quick question. Have you ever felt like the weird kid in class? The one who's obsessed with one thing, like gaming, books, tech, or even just asking too many questions? Yeah, then you and Bill Gates have a lot in common. Yep, the guy behind Microsoft, one of the richest and smartest humans on the planet, was once just a super shy, super nerdy kid who loved reading and playing with computers when nobody else cared. In his audiobook Source Code, My Beginnings, Gates shares the real, behind the scenes version of his journey. And let me tell you, it's full of unexpected twists, big mistakes, deep life lessons, and some surprisingly emotional stuff too. So, in this video, we're not just talking about how he built Microsoft, we're diving into how he built himself. Because trust me, that's where the magic is. Let's go chapter by chapter and find out how Bill turned being different into his greatest strength. So let's rewind to Baby Bill's life. Born into a smart, competitive, and super curious family. His mom was a force, involved in community stuff, always busy. His dad, a tall, calm, serious lawyer. And Bill, he was the quiet kid, always reading. Like actually reading encyclopedias for fun. Yeah, while the other kids were outside playing tag. The Gates family had one rule: if you have an opinion, defend it. So the dinner table was like a mini courtroom. That's where Bill learned to think fast and argue better than most adults. Sometimes it's not about being loud or flashy, it's about being mentally sharp. That kind of environment builds confidence from the inside. When Bill was 13, something wild happened. His school got a computer. Now, this was the 1960s, okay? A computer back then was bigger than a refrigerator and had about the same power as your grandma's flip phone. But Bill, he fell in love with it. He and his buddies stayed up late learning how to code. They weren't partying, they were debugging. He even hacked into the school system. Yup, got in trouble. Just to understand it better. The guy was obsessed, and that obsession turned into opportunity. When something makes your brain go, whoa, I want to do more of this, don't ignore it. That might just be your thing. This chapter gets real emotional. Bill's best friend Kent was also his coding partner, his idea guy, and his dream chasing buddy. They had big plans: start a company together, build cool stuff. But then, tragedy. Ken died in a hiking accident before they could even graduate. It broke Bill. For the first time, he realized that life doesn't always give you more time. Sometimes loss becomes your reason to move forward, not backward. Bill makes it to Harvard, smart kid doing smart kid things. But honestly, his heart wasn't in the lectures. He just wanted to code. Then, he sees a magazine cover about a personal computer called the Altair. And boom, light bulb moment. He calls his old buddy Paul Allen and says, let's write software for this thing. They start building. Microsoft is born. And just like that, Harvard dropped. Leaving something safe isn't quitting, it's betting on your mission. And sometimes that's the smartest move you'll ever make. Okay, real talk. Early Bill Gates wasn't exactly the world's chillest boss. He was intense, competitive, and obsessed with perfection. He'd review every line of code. He'd push people. He'd argue a lot. But you know what? He owned it. In the book, Bill admits he might be on the autism spectrum and says his emotional intelligence came later through experience, therapy, and, spoiler, Melinda. You don't have to be perfect to lead. You just have to be willing to grow. Microsoft wasn't glamorous at first. Think tiny office, junky furniture, long nights, code bugs, caffeine. But Bill had one thing no one could fake: relentless focus. He believed software was the future and he worked like it. It wasn't easy, it wasn't cute, but it worked. Passion gets you started, discipline gets you results. In the final chapter, Bill reflects. He talks about luck. Yes, he had it, but also about hard work, people who guided him, and how curiosity drove everything. His message to young people is clear: don't chase money, chase mastery. Top life lessons from Bill. What makes you weird might be what makes you successful. Find the thing that makes time disappear and do it daily. You don't need to be born great, you need to build it. So if you ever feel too quiet, too intense, too different, remember Bill Gates was all of that and it worked out okay for him. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this story made you motivated or feel inspired, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's your source code? What are you quietly building?